Welcome back to the channel. I am Gabitsaurus Rex, and we are deducting detective dysentery. I don't know. We're doing things as a duck. So, if you're appreciating the moderately more than mediocre content, do me a huge favor. Waddle over to the like button and use the subscribe button to tag it. With that being done, we're gonna get started. Oh. Nope. Okay, I gotta go actually, like, talk to people, I think.
What are you doing in there? Snooping around, are we?
Yep.
That room is strictly off limits. I even put up posters.
This is for important detective work.
Huh?
Margaret? No. Oh, wait. Manfred. No?
Oh my, that's where It's important that I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who...
Alright. Actually, man.
Manfred is the salami bandit. That makes a lot of sense.
Interesting.
Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Frederson ended up incriminating Manfred instead. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this? I had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
Oh, I'm not good at organization. Okay, the dirty work. Margaret? Accomplice? Oh! What about Boris? The importing of the salamis. Oh, bam!
The salami bandit wasn't working alone. It made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
The infatuation. Boris is accomplice because he used to date Sophie, and the salami bandit needed someone who could convince Sophie into helping. Oh. Sophie. I had those backwards.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this. Aha! I had it all figured out now.
Are you gonna call the
It was
police?
time that I confront the culprits. But first, I had to free Sophie.
Gotcha!
Sophie! What happened?
What's going on out here?
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic.
It's
Drama.
kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
Bam!
Read the room.
This is how everything went down. The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner.
Ruh-roh.
This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then, Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team.
Oh.
Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses.
Do we get it?
And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch! Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes?
Oh, do I get to
Manfred
choose?
was the mastermind behind everything. Should Manfred get arrested?
Yes.
He is the reason this all started in the first place.
Let's get Manfred.
Of course he should be arrested. What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible. She manipulated poor Boris into taking the salami across the border.
Yeah, but how did he manipulate
Sophie
her?
get arrested?
What happens if we arrest them all?
What she did was clearly illegal. She needs to face the consequences. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
Nah, he was
Didn't even
chomped.
realize what was happening.
This poor guy was
I
chomped.
don't think this is a basis for arresting someone. All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie!
And I do it again! Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts? If anyone actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place!
Hey, I work.
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions.
I mean, can
How
you
am I
blame her?
going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours? And while we're at it, Rufus! How dare you embezzle money from the company and then threaten me?
Ooh.
That's... Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off. And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie adaptation.
Look who's going to jail now, Manfred. Not me, that's for sure.
I stand by what I said. I regret nothing.
What is this? If I had known that calling the duck detective would result in this, I would have never done it. You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch, not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did Boris have to lose the bag? My God, he is such an idiot!
I had no idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan? You said your cousin was ill, and the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
I should have known. If you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective.
Ba-dum.
Just as cool as I imagined.
Not now, Fredderson.
I quacked the case.
The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady
Duty.
Justice.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't. Like, poor Boris. He just got chomped. He didn't know. He didn't know. He just thought he was doing something nice. I didn't want to arrest him for being an idiot. Being manipulated by the feminine wiles of a giraffe. Okay, that was adorable. I absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to play the next one. So that'll be coming in a couple weeks. Thank you very much for joining me. Let us appreciate all of the people that are doing the things. Future friends. Who's future friends? Oreo the cat! We have an Oreo the dog that lives next door.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura. Everybody already went home. How am I going to pay for the bus? Guess I'm walking home.
aww.
Ahem. Need a ride?
Oh,
Just
Freddy!
book this one. It's been such a long day after all.
No, thank you.
Come on, it'll be fun. Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
I really don't.
Please?
Yeah, fine.
I am Freddy Frederson.
Great. Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Please don't.
I could get
Maybe not
tons of
quite
publicity.
like Freddy Frederson.
And imagine we can team up,
Absolutely not.
and I can be your sidekick.
But I am always like super excited, golden retriever energy to make a new friend. And when I'm around my regular friends. Until they tell me I'm being too loud and talk too much. Anyway, thanks for joining me. We've finished up the first Duck Detective with the salami surprise. So thanks for joining me. That was fun. I loved it. And I can't wait to play the next one. And I can't wait to go on more adventures with you. And remember, you are loved, you are important, and you and your feelings are valid. Bye-bye!